Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Paul.
Hey, Paul. I'm gonna try to squeeze in here where I can you see on the camera. Hello, everybody.
Hey, nobody can see me.
You're just gonna lean forward more.
I think Paul's the only everybody in here.
It says there's 3 people.
Oh, I think.
Can you stick that on Hunter's plate?
Anyway.
I do not trust you.
You're welcome, Michael.
Is everybody having a good day today? Happy Friday. Don't eat yet. We're waiting on Hunter.
Oh, Kaylee's in here.
Oh, hey, Kaylee.
Hey, Scott.
Oh, and Scott. What?
Ask her if she wants to come over.
We would love to go get her, but we've already been to town twice today and we can't go back.
Yeah, well, it's kind of your fault for leaving.
We didn't know you were going to get off work early.
I didn't either. I thought it was still going to be 3.
What's a good day look like is what Paul wants to know.
Huh. I mean, you wake up alive.
Yeah, you wake up on the right side of the dirt. It's a good day.
Yeah.
What, you mean whenever you finish one of your
Hey,
100
Brenda.
projects?
Finish what?
You mean whenever you finish one of your 100 projects, it's a good day?
Right.
What are you looking for?
Hey, Tony. Hey, Mike Henderson.
We're waiting on Hunter, y'all.
Yeah, waiting on Hunter to get in the house.
You want to tell them what we're having for dinner?
So, guys, Jen has a recipe, or I don't know how she does it, but she makes some of the best homemade chicken nuggets I've ever eaten. And that's what we're having tonight is homemade chicken nuggets, my mashed potatoes, and fried corn.
I don't have corn.
Hunter, we're waiting on you to come to the dinner table.
Okay.
We're all hungry. Hurry.
Yeah.
Also,
There.
everybody that's in here,
Over there. Over there.
hey, Jan.
Two each together. Over there.
everybody that's in here, we could not get lined up with anybody to get somebody on the channel with us tonight. So we're going to go ahead and just do it ourselves and do some shout outs. And
Oh, hey, Emily.
hey, Jesse.
Look at my binder thing out of.
Emily, are you proud of
Thank you.
you.
Arkansas Micro Farm. I'm not sure. I don't know your name. But thank you a lot. I actually have a video out if you haven't seen it. When we got the table put in the house, we built the table ourselves. So, yeah,
It's awesome.
they said nice table.
I have just a couple more degrees on these last couple pieces of chicken. So while we're waiting on Hunter, I'm going to try not to burn them.
So, what is your guys' names over at Arkansas Micro Farms?
And are you going to be at the Okie Homesteading Expo?
Yeah, and are you going to be at the Okie Homesteading Expo in March? Hey, Crazy Ed. Oh, it's Jan over at Arkansas Micro Farms too. I said hi to Simply Jan.
Oh my God, call on the door. The door trapped me. I don't know if we were talking about that.
I hope our dog's not causing y'all's dogs to go crazy.
She doesn't even know what she's barking at.
Not normally.
Well, we're
Hey, Ed.
We're waiting
Hey,
for Emily and Hunter.
Where's Hunter?
I don't know. I only went over there to mark out the calendar because no one ever does it than me, and no one ever does it other than me. And then Hunter, he went to go chase after the dumb cat. Actually, the cat's not dumb, but he went to go chase after.
Hey, Cece.
Hey, Cece.
Hey, Cece.
Is Gagne Farms in here? I didn't even see them.
If they are, hello.
If they
Eric
are, hello.
and
Yeah,
Candace.
right.
Y'all want to see our plates?
They're delicious.
Chicken nuggets, potatoes, and fried corn. I batter fried the chicken nuggets, and I like to marinate them in the batter. Today we only did it for a couple hours, but oh, Cece said, "Tell us again about those chicken nuggets." Come sit down. We're waiting on you. So
He missed that part.
Oh, I like to batter fry them. So I cut just chicken breasts up into chunks. Go wash your hands. Sorry. And then make a batter out of like flour and seasonings, and then just mix it with water, or sometimes I'll use beer, but we didn't have any because we don't really drink that much. So,
Cola down.
and then you just fry it like chicken strips, and they turn out so good.
They are awesome.
Oh, steak and potato soup. That sounds really good, Paul.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds really good.
I'll trade you.
Yeah. Hey. No.
Might be a little bit cold by the time it gets to England, though.
And the fried corn is just corn, it's sauteed in bacon grease until it starts turning a little brown.
Hunter, hurry up so everyone can eat.
I think Emily's getting impatient, y'all.
I am. I'm depressed.
I've started to lose my patience since I came inside.
Michael's a man of few words and even less patience.
Me inside. Me inside.
All right, guys. I think everybody's here. We're gonna say a short prayer before we let these kids start shoving food in their mouth where they'll be quiet.
Yeah, they're kind of like Tasmanian devils, so don't judge us by their behavior.
That's Lily. That's Lily and Hunter.
Oh, be careful. You okay?
Me and Michael are at least a little bit quiet.
Okay, y'all ready to say a prayer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ready?
Yeah.
Ready? All right. Lord, thank you for the food before us, the family and friends beside us, and the love between us. Amen.
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 Oh, chicken Alfredo, Jan, that sounds so good.
Ooh, I love chicken.
I like making my own Alfredo sauce with, what do I put in it? I have to remember. There's a lot of times that I just cook. I'm like, oh, hey, that sounds good. And I just add it in. But it has cream cheese and heavy cream, Parmesan cheese. And I think I like caramelize onions and use that as a base for it. And oh, it's so good.
Don't you use the can? What?
Well, until I found out it has MSG in it, now I can't eat it anymore.
What am I thinking of?
Yeah.
What is it?
Cream of mushroom soup.
Cream of mushroom soup. Yeah.
Rub-a-dub-dub, thank God for the grub. Amen. Amen, Scott. What's everybody else having for dinner tonight? Oh, and some homemade ranch to dip our chicken in.
I actually want to try that.
Here, put some on your plate.
She always makes homemade chicken Hunter. I mean, homemade ranch.
Ed said he had fried fish.
But I've never had
Fried fish is something we don't get to eat a lot.
No,
You mean ever?
we would. Well, we have a few times.
Have you-
Tony said Subway.
Oh, Subway's good too. Debbie ordered pizza.
That reminds me of
I love
something.
Subway, but
Hey,
it's
Southern
way too
Southern Grown.
expensive.
Mom,
Wendy.
Mom,
Wendy.
Yeah.
Mom,
I've never eaten
Mom.
Subway.
I made
Yeah, you
a
have.
I've never remembered that.
So Jan, Creston Caps is actually our neighbor. Lives just right around the corner from us. He's the one that, I don't know if you guys seen it on one of our videos the other day. We was talking about, we had butchered processed a couple of turkeys, a couple of guineas, and 4 of our rabbits. And he's the one we done that with. We we helped him process, and we split everything up.
They
So-
donated a turkey for us to feed the hungry on Christmas.
And he is a big turkey.
Big turkey.
Well, I bet he's a good 30 pounds
Mhm.
dressed out.
I bet he is. Or was.
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 Yeah.
I don't know. Past, present tense.
Delicious.
Who else likes to mix their
BLT.
mashed potatoes and their corn together? I wouldn't have it any other way.
Donna had a BLT from Boomerang. I didn't even know they had boomerangs up that far away. We've got a lot of them around here.
I like BLTs, but my favorite thing from Boomerang is the chicken fried steak sandwich.
Oh no, no.
Oh yeah.
They're
that's good.
super chili cheeseburger supreme. Oh my lord.
Bye, Jan from you said Arkansas Micro Farm. Is Jan?
Jan.
Okay.
Mhm.
Pray for Brett and Deborah.
Mom,
Mm.
no Debbie, Mom.
We have a cow named Homer, and we had to go catch him today.
Yeah.
My brother used to mix everything together.
I usually do. My cake and ice cream I mix together. My corn and mashed potatoes I mix together. Yeah, everything.
Yes, Lily.
No Debbie.
Yes, of course you do.
Jesse said corn and taters. Yum yum.
No,
Mhm.
Mom, no Debbie.
Who Debbie?
Yes, she does.
Debbie on here.
Oh, Scott's wife, Debbie. That's what it is. Yeah.
More like delivery Debbie off of Odd Squad. There's this other delivery guy.
After we're done eating, we'll get into business, but we just want to let some people get in here and enjoy our meal. We've started this on Fridays to help other channels grow. So, as we said last week, we've gotten a lot of help and shout outs and stuff from other channels. And now we're at the point where we have computer and decent internet. So now we want to start helping other channels grow too. So apparently I couldn't get organized this week as far as I reached out to several channels, but some people didn't have good enough internet where they lived. Some people had other obligations. It's that time of year when people are having like Christmas parties and stuff like that. So, plus Friday nights, like used to be a night that people would go on dates and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Rebecca.
Jan has live in 15 minutes.
Oh no. Okay. Rebecca Davis said she's eating her meal also. That's kind of what we want to try to get the more we go on, is everybody to come in and have dinner together,
And post the recipe in the description on Wednesdays. And I didn't get the thumbnail done till today, but post the recipe that we're going to be making on Friday. And then that way y'all at home can make it too. And then it'd be like we're all like a big happy family having dinner together.
Yeah, so they don't have to keep asking us to ship it to them.
Oh, right, Jan. Yes. Jan's going to have Bland's Promised Land Ranch on.
Oh.
I think they're going to be on here with us next week. I'd have to look at our schedule, but I think they're going to be on here with us next week. What? There she goes again. Barking at nothing.
Not if you're a dog.
There you go. You can get some more.
Mm-hmm.
Could I have more chicken nuggets after this?
If Michael doesn't eat them all.
So, guys, I don't know how many of you guys was on our live Wednesday whenever we was feeding.
Yeah, we have some big news to share.
Yes, we do. we had Terry from MT Homestead show up, and we had Donna Lawson show up from Muskogee.
Yep.
Of course, Terry had driven up here from McAllister. Donna Lawson had driven up here from Muskogee, and Lord, did they load us up.
We haven't even had time to go through all the stuff yet to find out exactly what we have.
So the day that morning, whenever we loaded up, we was like, well, let's just go ahead and take the car, and it's going to be, cheaper on gas and to go up here and feed today. And we get there, and Donna shows up, and Terry shows up
with Brittany.
She had Brittany with her. First time we ever met Brittany. But they show up to our feeding, and probably one of the best games of Tetris I've ever played in my life, trying to figure out how to get all that stuff in that little car. It was ridiculous.
Ridiculously awesome.
Yes.
There was only enough room for them and Lily.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the only people that went.
Yeah. Lily had stuff in her. We had stuff in our laps on the way home.
Yep.
That's how full it was. Our car was. Hold on. Okay, what?
And this so much stuff was back there in the middle and in the other seats that avalanche happened on me. And I got stuck under the napkins and a box and Wiley's shoes that Donna Lawson gave us.
No, Mike and Terry.
No, Mike and Terry's the one who gave me the shoes.
Mm-hmm.
But she got stuck. Somehow she got lucky and it formed a box around her. It was like this.
Good thing we only have about a 20-minute drive to get home. So also, some of you may know this already, and some of you may not. But we're speakers. We've been attending this meeting on Wednesday
I'll go and
nights.
get them. I'm already done anyway.
They're interrupting. Michael, are you leaving?
No.
Are you leaving us?
He kind of doesn't.
You guys trying to make me stay.
No, you can if you want.
Oh, really?
Hey, Rochelle, how are you tonight? What are you having for dinner, Rochelle?
Thank you, honey.
We're having chicken nuggets, homemade chicken nuggets, because we don't eat a lot of processed foods. Mashed potatoes and fried corn. So, anywho, we have been attending meetings on Wednesday nights on homelessness in our community.
Wait a minute.
And,
that's better.
What?
So, the city is trying to take a leadership role. Hey. Okay, calm down, guys. Eventually, I'll get this out.
Calm down.
This is why they're not on a lot of our lives and videos and stuff, because we have to talk over them. Steak, sweet potatoes, asparagus, and wine. That sounds like a gourmet meal right there. Anywho, so we've been attending this meeting on homelessness. The city is trying to take a leadership role and bring organizations together, because there's so many organizations in our community that are helping the community that we're doubling down on resources, or I don't know how to say that. How would you explain that? There's so many people doing the same thing, and we don't know. Everybody has the same idea and the same goal. They want to feed, they want to provide, they want to help, they want to, connect with other resources and things like that. And there's different organizations that do those things. And the city's trying to get everybody organized and introduced so that we know where to send somebody when they need something. So we can focus on feeding people. And someone else can focus on, providing clothes or whatever the case may be. Yes. Yeah, we did, Tony. We had to dig out the food. Every stop, we had to dig the food out, but it was fine. Hey, Annette, how are you? I guess it's probably lunchtime where you are. What are you having for lunch today? Anyway, so we were speakers at this meeting, and it went great. Like, we were really nervous about it because we're not public speakers. Oh. Well, then eat them.
Eat them before I do.
Yeah.
It's probably lunchtime where he was.
Annette, she's in Australia. Yeah. And I think it's lunchtime tomorrow in Australia.
Yeah, I think so.
What?
So anyway,
Oh, yeah.
we're not public speakers,
Mm-mm.
and we didn't rehearse nothing. We didn't have time. We sat down for about 10 minutes one day, come up with a couple of, I guess, points, that we wanted
Bullet
to get,
points
bullet
that we
points
wanted
we
to talk
wanted to talk about. And that's all we done. But when she got up in front of the crowd, she rocked it. She done an excellent job. Everybody was engaged in what she had to say. And I think we done a really, really good deal there that day.
And when I couldn't think of anything to say, I passed the mic to Wiley and I was like, what do you have to say about
She'd
it?
stick the phone in my face. And I would just say a joke and something and make everybody laugh. And
He's
then-
like, y'all better stop her or she's going to keep you here all night.
Yeah.
He's like, this is coming from the lady who said that she doesn't know what to say. So, Christmas is canceled. I killed Santa. Oh no. That's not true because Santa's going to help us on Christmas Eve.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah. Santa and Mrs. Claus are going to make a special appearance on Christmas Eve and help us
so
deliver
is
presents.
So
You
I'm
liar.
too.
Yeah, we'll have a few elves also. Depends on if I can fit in my elf dress still after Wiley's mashed potatoes. So,
See, Mom, I'm Santa.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody killed me.
yeah. Anywho, we had expressed that we were talking about wanting an indoor space to feed, and we had talked about
There's a dead fly. In my corner. I don't want to in my corner anymore.
Okay. So we had where was I? Emily interrupted me. We had expressed how we wanted to find an indoor space to feed at. Oh, so what are you having for breakfast, Annette? Anyway.
That ain't what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah, where's your phone at? Scott, you see that? Amy Lewis, I don't know what that is, but that doesn't look good. Anywho, so we expressed our interest in wanting to find an indoor space. Hey, Lori Carp. And we told how we'd have a conversation with Glenn, who was
Brenda.
going to let us use his building. Thank you, Brenda.
Thank you, Brenda.
But we told them it's going to be it's a great offer, but it's about a mile from where we feed right now. And there's no kitchen there. So we'd still have to prepare everything at home like we normally do and then take it there. And then for you guys that don't know, we live in a 500 square foot tiny home. And what you see right here is most of it. Behind the camera is about like an 8x10 kitchen.
Yeah.
8x12 maybe. And that's it. And so it's really hard it takes us about 2 days. We usually spend most of the day Tuesday cooking, and then we reheat everything Wednesday morning before we go feed. But after we were done speaking, after the meeting was over, we were approached by some of the people who are in charge at that particular church. And that church is across the street from where we feed already. So they are going to let us use their dining hall and their commercial kitchen on Wednesdays. So that is huge. And then also we talked about, this gives me goosebumps because it makes me so excited. But
Bye, Jan.
Bye, Jan. Tell Eric and Monica we said hello. So where was I? You distracted me now.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Darn it. Oh, we had talked about they're going to bring in somebody from another organization that will be able to help these people replace their lost or stolen IDs and driver's licenses.
Hi, Tim.
Hey, Tim. That's huge, y'all, because, I don't know if you've ever lost your wallet and tried to get a job without credentials, but you really can't. I mean, if you can't find an under-the-table job, you can't get you can't get a job without an ID. So, that's huge because that's something that we've wanted to help people do. And so we would really like to continue that and start bringing people in. Oh, are you going to show them your new pet?
Do you want me
Thanks,
to?
Brenda. See you later.
Bye, Brenda.
Yeah,
I'll wait until she comes out and starts to calm down a little bit more.
So we want to bring in people from other organizations to introduce them to the crowd that we serve, because there's also a lady that's going to be coming from community health centers, I think, and she's going to set up a free clinic while we're there, so that if people have health issues, they can get help getting medications and stuff too. So it's going to snowball into something really awesome, I think.
I hope so. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's looking really good. If everything comes together like it looks like it's going to come together, it's going to be a really great thing.
Yeah. We're just letting God lead this because obviously, I mean, we're doing it for him and we're just trying to follow. We're just trying to listen. Hey, sit down, please. She's touching me with her feet.
Last Christmas, me and Marley had a snowball fight.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
I'm gonna let you talk so I can eat.
Wow.
I don't know what to say.
Here.
I took some.
We also, I don't know. Oh, hey, yeah.
Mail call.
I don't know if you guys have. I don't know if you guys have followed along a lot or paid a lot of attention to the guys that come in over there, but one of the guys we feed, Scott, he's got his own vehicle. He's living in his vehicle.
He doesn't like to be on camera, so y'all might see his arm come in occasionally, but he doesn't like to be on camera, which not everybody that's in that situation wants to be blasted on the internet, and that's okay.
But his name's Scott, and he's been talking about having issues with his car, and he had it parked at the library, and something happened at the library, and they made everybody move their vehicles. I guess there was more than one. And anyway, I told him that I would try to get by to look at his car for him and see if I could figure out what was wrong with it. And we went over there today. And I think last winter, whenever
can y'all see what this is?
She's very unhappy.
She's very unsocial.
She's
Her name is Hedgie. She's a hedgehog.
Shout out
And
to
she's so
Cece and Melissa.
Yeah.
I guess.
She looks like she's trying to turn around to say hi. Or she's trying to hide.
She's trying to hide.
She's very spiky.
I have a living sea urchin.
Not quite. I mean, yeah, he does. You're right, Paul, but not the same Scott.
Oh, yeah. Hey, quit.
So anyway, I went by to look at his vehicle today, and I guess last winter he had put water in it and didn't have any antifreeze in it, and so it busted a head, probably the block.
It's got water in the oil.
It's got water in the oil. So my cousin's got a salvage yard, and we're talking we might accidentally, try to figure out how to get a motor from him to see if we can get it in his car. But I don't even know if, the car probably ain't worth $500, so I don't know if it's worth putting a motor in or not. But So anyway, while Jen's eating, we actually got to town and got to check our mail the other day, and got a few letters here to go over. Jason over at IL Canirum sent us a letter, and a couple of stickers.
Decals.
I really like this one, guys. Thank you, Jason.
And there's a note. Read the note. You have to unfold it.
Oh yeah, I thought there was a note, but I was okay. By the way, it's Jenna and Wiley. I'm always with her, so he says I know it's most likely Jen. I'm hoping you like the decals I make. Thanks for all that you do. You're great people. We appreciate it, Jason, and we are going to have to get a hold of you someday. I mean, I don't even think he's on here, but hopefully he might see this.
We'd love for him to make us some stickers, but the fact of the matter is right now is that we don't have money to pay him to make us stickers. So that's why nobody's received stickers from us yet.
Yeah. Yeah. Stickers. We've tried to go on to some of those websites where you what's the one? Teespring or whatever it is, where you have shirts made and people can go on there, really don't cost us anything. People go on there and order them. And I can't ever get anything to happen.
Well, what happened is we put I don't know, maybe y'all can answer this question, but we've tried to, when we were creating our merch, we put the YouTube logo on there and they locked our account.
Yeah, they locked our account.
We can't create anything on Teespring now. I mean, we haven't tried in a while, but so
they said that it.
So I don't know how other people put the YouTube logo on their shirts and stuff, because.
Yeah, we had the YouTube logo on it, and it, like she said, it locked down our account. They said that we have to have permission from YouTube, and
we emailed YouTube, and they're like, "We don't do that."
Yeah, well, actually, it was something that I don't remember what the deal with YouTube saying that was, but it was kind of weird. So
Get down, Duda.
We're trying. We just don't have the money to do it out of pocket, so we're trying to come up with a place like that, the Teespring and stuff, and to do it with.
Scott said he'll help us. I know you said you use Bonfire. I think it's Bonfire Scott uses. I know a lot of people use Bonfire, but
yeah, I don't remember which one Scott used. So next is My Alabama Farm Life. I probably shouldn't put that on there. My Alabama Farm Life. There's a P.O. box too, so it wouldn't matter. They sent us a card, and I'm not real sure what the connection is here, but we got a DAYZ sticker.
Yep, Daz. Most of y'all know Daz. He's awesome.
My Aussie Garden and Kitchen and My Alabama Farm Life sent us one in their card they sent us. I'm assuming maybe that Country Road Cure.
Oh, hey! Anthony and Roxanne. Thanks for stopping in, guys. What y'all are doing on your property is so awesome.
Yes, it is. It's amazing.
We live in a shed to house too. Can you tell?
Yeah. We just got finished saying this from where the computer is sitting right here. Behind the computer, all there is a very small kitchen. This is the entire house. That's actually 4 bedrooms. One up here, one over here, and then the 2 down below.
Hey, Billy.
So, and My Alabama Farm Life sent us this.
I like the deer silhouette.
We got a card also. Says, hello, I'm so thankful to know you and to be a part of this great community. Enclosed are, I can't read that.
Stickers? I don't know.
Yeah, stickers.
Wiley needs to go back to school.
From Daz and I. Okay. Stickers from Daz and I. No, it's...
So, our house is far from finished, obviously. Like, you can see where we've done that. It's hard to point on camera. We've done this wall with that, like, reclaimed tin, and it looks awesome. If Hunter moved, you could see our wood stove that's not fully installed yet. But on our ceiling, we're planning on doing, like, newer metal. And then we are going to do, right now we have some, like, we used old fence boards to do partial walls. The bottom part of the walls is going to be like a wainscot of that old metal. And then I think we're going to take this down because we're about to mill up some cedar trees and do cedar on the walls. So I think you guys did cedar on your ceiling, didn't you?
Yeah, so we're going to do cedar throughout the whole house.
Yeah, it's going to smell so good in here.
And last but not least, I don't think they're on here today either, but it's, what is it, monks?
Yeah.
Monts.
I think that's Monts, yeah.
Monts, yeah. Monts Family Homestead. Send us stickers. So yeah, we've got a pretty good collection of stickers going on that we have not put on there yet. How the heck did you have a problem reading stickers? He
was reading the card. And it was in cursive, so they don't teach you how to read in cursive anymore.
Just so you guys see it, it looks like, where's it at? It looks like stitchings. That's why, okay?
So, you want to start talking about our awesome friends? I'm almost done.
Well, whenever you get done, quit stuffing your mouth.
I keep talking.
Take care of business. So we've already touched on it a little bit with, of course, Donna Lawson does not have a channel. So
she's just a subscriber.
She's just a subscriber, but she is an awesome lady. I mean,
she's so sweet.
She brought us blankets, coats, hoodies, hats, shirts,
tampons,
socks. I don't even like it. We haven't even gone all the way through everything yet. So we're going to have a lot to be able to pass out fairly quickly.
We met her, or she met us through Walker Farm Fam.
Yep. And very awesome, and drove all the way from Muskogee to bring this stuff to us.
Yeah, how that's like an hour and a half drive.
Yeah, hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes probably.
Mm-hmm.
So a huge shout out to Donna if she's still on here.
Hey,
thank
Beverly.
you so much.
And she while we were feeding, we feed at a park, but Donna took her over to the swing set and stuff. And
Cindy, I can't ever get her to shut her mouth long enough to finish eating. You see?
I have to open it to put food in.
What, and then the words just start spilling out? Mm-hmm. Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm. You should know me well enough by now.
So, anyway, yeah. Donna's awesome. Without question. Of course, most of you guys know Mike and Terry over at MT Homestead.
Yep.
They brought,
oh my gosh.
Oh Lord, I don't even know what all. They brought a couple of bags of oranges. They brought a couple of bags of potatoes. They brought
and beans.
Big bags of rice and beans.
An Instapot.
Got another Instapot. Oh my Lord, that's going to make things so much easier.
A rice cooker. what was that big black one? Oh, a
I don't-
roasting pan, like
big
a big
roasting
like
pan.
electric roaster.
And
Hey,
they
LG, how are you guys today?
and they brought me a new pair of boots or shoes. I don't know what they're kind of a hybrid, I guess. They're not really
Yeah.
a boot and not really a shoe, but yeah.
The last time Terry come and brought sleeping bags
Hey,
for our
Tina.
sleeping bag drive. Hey Tina, she had seen that Wiley's shoes, his boots that he was wearing, his steel toe had come out, and so like they were falling apart, and he had duct tape wrapped around him to keep his shoe together. So she brought him shoes. Yeah, they are super awesome people. So that will make our cooking easier when we're cooking for big groups.
Yeah.
Because I mean, there's some weeks we usually prepare about 80 servings.
Somewhere between 60 and 80 servings a week is what we
Mhm.
try to hit for. Here lately, I'm not real sure.
Hey, can you guys be quiet?
I'm not real sure what's going on, but here lately, it seems like the last couple of weeks actually we haven't got a whole lot of traffic. We've had to go out and find the people to feed them, but we're still getting it passed out and doing really good with it. But
Yeah, been there and done that with the duct tape. Yeah.
it's funny too because the day that Terry showed up and I had duct tape on my boots, my best friend showed up the same day. So I want to say it was like 2 days later, my best friend shows up at my yard in our yard and brings me a new pair of boots.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been using since then, is wearing the pair of boots that he got me for work boots. These boots that Mike and Terry got, I believe, are really going to be a little bit more of a
Dressy style.
dressy style.
I mean, for us,
yeah, for me,
because we're
for
not
sure.
fancy people. So my dress shoes are my pointy-toed cowboy boots, and then I have my work boots and my rain boots, and that's it.
So I've got a new pair of work boots that my buddy bought me, and then Mike and Terry brought me a new pair of they're
Levi, like
a lace-up
lace-up,
style boot, and
high tops.
a little more fancy for me, for sure. So
He
that'll
should
be
have
my
worn
going
to the
out.
meeting last night when we spoke.
I probably should have. So anyway, I mean, I know most of you guys know Mike and Terry. Oh, I don't have enough good words to say about them.
Right.
They have supported us from the beginning.
We met them at the Sulphur meetup.
And they have just been absolutely awesome ever since. I think at that time, we was still, of course we're still small, but we was tiny then. So I think Scott is probably one of our oldest or one of our longest supporters.
I think we were somewhere around 200 subscribers when we went to the Sulphur meetup. Is that right? Does that sound about
I think
right?
so, yeah. Hunter.
Yes, Annette. I haven't. Wiley said she said that she's having Vegemite on crackers for breakfast. And
Yeah.
Wiley's interested in trying it. Emily said she tried it at school and it was not her thing. It was not her thing.
Duct tape is must have in every toolbox. Yeah, you're absolutely right. It is. I don't know that I could live without it.
Cindy, it's a different kind of salty.
So
Yes, yeah. Actually, we went live on our way to the Sulphur meetup, and Scott got notified that we went live, and we'd never even heard of each other before. And so that's how we met Scott at Rambling with the Brooms.
oh, no kidding.
Yeah,
I was thinking you was around longer than that.
I don't think so. I think that was it. Correct me if I'm wrong, Scott.
Maybe it's one of them deals, that an hour feels like a year. I mean, knowing Scott, the last, it feels like I've known him for 5 years.
Yeah, right. Right. It's funny how we can be connected all over the world.
Yeah.
Like, Annette is in Australia. Like, we would never, ever meet anybody in Australia because although I'd love to go, I don't ever see us actually going to Australia.
That is the only place that I don't know, that and maybe Ireland, but the only place overseas that I would ever care to go is Australia or Ireland. We need to find some Ireland friends.
Yeah. Where's our Irish people?
But yeah, I'd love to go to Australia. I don't remember where I was at now talking a while ago.
We were talking at Mike and Terry, how awesome they are.
Oh, yeah.
But everybody already knows it.
Everybody already knows it. Yeah. I knew that.
We also wanted to talk about Jesse and Lisa at Lazy Days Ahead.
Yes.
Because everybody knows Jesse is the mod father. Because he is on everybody's lives and is so good at what he does. They are just such good, down-to-earth, awesome people. Like, I promise if we ever go down to the Houston area, we'll be giving them a call.
And the support that we get from them, another group and another couple of people that I have no words to explain.
Yeah. I was watching Jesse and Lisa's channel earlier, and they were thanking someone else for a mail call, and they're like, I don't know what else to say other than thank you. And that's how we feel with you guys. Is like, there aren't words other than thank you.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like that's enough.
Not nearly enough. I don't have the words for it. But was there anything else you wanted to say about Jesse and Lisa? Or?
Go check them out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because Jesse just retired, and as much support as he gives our YouTube community, we should reciprocate and support them also, because they live in suburbia, but outskirts of Houston, I think. But they are just awesome people.
Well, I say that. I think, I'm not real sure, but I think Jesse has something a little bit loose.
I mean, he's a veteran.
Driving 20 miles for a cup of coffee.
It wasn't a cup of coffee. It was a bag of coffee.
Well, I mean, for coffee, period. I love my coffee, but I'm not driving 20 miles to get it.
Hey, the grocery store is about 15 miles. So. But 20 miles in Houston traffic, I don't know, it probably took them 2 days to get there and back.
And they went from one side of Houston to the other. From one side of Houston to the other to get coffee. I wouldn't drive through Houston if there was $1 million on the other side.
I might if there was $1 million.
Well, maybe. that may be exaggerating a little bit, but yeah, that's.
Oh, that'd be great, Rebecca. I didn't realize you were in Missouri. For some reason, I was thinking you were further away from us than that. Paul, was it barefoot in the snow, uphill both ways?
Yeah, right.
That's what my parents used to tell me.
I'll tell you.
Hey, Mike, how are you?
And I'll do it again. Must have been some good coffee, I'm assuming. Yeah. I'm not sure that I got to finish watching that video. I watched it most of the way through, but I don't think I got to finish the video, so I didn't. He said
that he had just retired, and a friend of his had given him some of that coffee, and it was really good.
All that.
And she's like, "Oh, well, you can get it online." And he said, "I wanted it now." Cindy Tarjay says that her Amazon delivers her coffee, so she doesn't have to go 20 miles for it.
She said I'd go 20 miles for my favorite coffee, but Amazon delivered. Yeah. I think before I drove 20 miles to buy a bag of coffee, just for coffee, I think I would go out and crush up some acorns and make my own.
I don't know how that'd work out.
They say it's awesome.
I would like to try acorn bread, though, to make acorn flour. But I haven't. I'm waiting for the kids to get in trouble, so I have a reason to send them outside to pick up acorns.
So I don't know. Actually, I would love to try some of that coffee that he went and got, just because it's a kind of a local. I mean,
Yeah,
I
but
guess
I'm not driving to
local us,
Houston,
but
so we'll just have to order it.
you order it online. Yeah. So we drink Wide Awake coffee. I don't know if you guys have found that or not. I have been a Folgers guy my whole life, since I was a kid drinking coffee. I've drank Folgers, and Jen and I run across some Wide Awake coffee at a local grocery store. Oh, Lord.
It's so good.
It is so
It's
good.
so
And
good.
then
The creamer is
the
evil.
creamer is even better. We get the Italian sweet cream. Man, it is great.
Excuse me, just a second. Is the cream around here?
Yeah, Scott, there's absolutely no doubt. Absolutely no doubt about that. Yeah, he did. Yeah. I just had to give him a little razz there for a minute.
It's got cute little animals on it with giant eyes. So why wouldn't you want to drink it? And then there's the creamer that we get because we're sissies and we like sissy coffee.
This is our one, what would you call it?
Bad habit.
Bad habit?
Or whatever.
Yeah. One of the things we indulge in that we probably could figure out a way to do it a little cheaper. But, oh, that's so good.
You use creamer, shame on you.
No, you're right, Paul. Whenever I was a kid, I drank it straight. Dad didn't allow creamer or nothing like that in his house. And but I don't know. I enjoy it with creamer in it more than I do not, I guess.
Rebecca, we are about an hour east of Oklahoma City.
Probably not even quite an hour.
So, however far that is from you, I know you said up there back in the comments that you were in, I think, Missouri or Arkansas. So, these kids are loud.
Yeah, they are.
Are they loud? Like, can y'all hear them as loud as we can hear them?
Coffee makes the world wake up.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, it does.
I can't do nothing. If I don't have my coffee, I might as well just stay in bed.
And he drinks coffee all day.
But yeah, I mean, actually, I left it in there, but I've got a cup of coffee made right now.
Jesse said after we taste that coffee, we'll drive from Oklahoma to Houston to get it again.
So, I guess I know
You should try Death Wish coffee. You'll vibrate for days.
I've actually wanted to try some of that. I really have. That I found that on the internet one time, and
Missouri, Columbia, Missouri. Do you know where that is?
Columbia, yeah. I love strong coffee. Jen don't. We have a coffee grinder, and we have ground a few, but I think it was a bag that was kind of old.
I can't remember where we got it from.
But no, I mean, we haven't ground. We've done it a time or two, but for the most part, this is already ground. And like I said before that, it's always been Folgers. So my brother, a few years back, got into grinding his own coffee, and I ordered him a coffee off the internet, and it's Darn Good Coffee, I think is the name of it, out of Seattle, Washington. And I ordered it off of Amazon, and he liked it so much that Amazon delivers it once a month to his house now.
He has it on regular delivery.
Cindy, that's funny you say that. I don't have that reaction with, I guess maybe because I've drank so much coffee during my life, and like energy drinks that's loaded down with caffeine and stuff have absolutely no effect to me. I can drink an energy drink, and I can drink a cup of coffee and go to bed. It just really don't.
Yeah, Lola's sitting over there just being patient. She's taking advantage of the fact that we're not paying attention because we are trying to train her not to sit at the table.
I did one time, whenever I was driving a truck, the Coors
There's no left, Lola.
facility in Golden, Colorado, had flooding down in southern United States real bad and washed out some rail cars down there. Well, Coors up in Golden, Colorado, they make their own bottles. And they have sand delivered to them to make those bottles. And so the railroad tracks washed out, so the railroad cars couldn't get up there. So we had to load sand in our semi-trucks and take up there so they could continue making their bottles. And they told us to do it as fast as we could. They wanted, it was hard for the trucks to keep up with the amount that the rail cars could bring them. So they told us to do it as fast as we could. So I was making money. So I wasn't stopping. I'd drive to Golden, Colorado, unload, drive straight back to Oklahoma, pick up a load of sand, drive straight back. Well, my third trip of straight, I stopped in, I can't even think of the name of the town now, a little town in Kansas at a truck stop, and bought a huge cup of coffee, and I doused a lot of sugar in it. And back then, it was called No Fear energy drink is what I was drinking. And so I bought a No Fear energy drink and that big cup of coffee with a lot of sugar in it. So I would take a drink of that energy drink and take a drink of that coffee. Take a drink of the energy drink of the coffee. About the time I crossed the Colorado state line, I could literally look down and watch my shirt beat. My heart was...
That sounds terrifying.
It scared me to death. I stopped the truck and got out, walked around. I had 4 or 5 of my friends was with us. You know, we was all in a convoy going up there. We stopped and got out, and those guys almost fainted whenever they looked at my chest.
Oh,
See how my heart was
Oh,
beating.
my gosh.
Needless to say, I didn't have to sleep anymore because it scared me so bad I was awake.
Rebecca, I also like herbal teas. My neighbor actually makes some herbal tea. She harvests the flowers and stuff during the summer and dries them out, and occasionally she'll share a cup with me, but it's really, really good.
So we've been on here almost an hour.
Yep, and we still have to talk about a couple more channels. So, Ridgelife Lessons is the next one that we want to talk about.
Everybody knows Tim over at Ridgelife.
Yeah, but not everybody knows about his channel, Ridgelife Lessons, and we absolutely love it. Anybody who knows us very well knows... Hey, can you guys stop yelling over me? Anybody who knows us very well knows that we are pretty spiritually based people. And we love catching Tim on Sunday mornings on Ridgelife Lessons because he's not a preacher, but he is awesome. He's awesome. How far are we from Claremore?
We are probably about 2.5 hours from Claremore.
Claremore is up by Spavinaw Lake, right? There's a place we like to camp up there by the dam that's really pretty. So yeah, Tim at Ridgelife has another channel. He's only got 200 and something subscribers, I think, on his Ridgelife Lessons channel. But if you ever need prayer or a good message, go check him out on Sunday mornings. I think he starts at 9. Is that right? I should have double checked that.
I think it was 9. Yeah.
All the links to these channels are in the description if you guys want to check them out. And then on that spiritual based topic, Creekside Maples. Well, they have Creekside Maples, and now they started another channel called Maple Mill Acres. But they do Creekside Chronicles on Sundays, and they go live before Tim. So I think they start at 8. They're in Canada. I think they're in Nova Scotia. maybe.
Yeah, I don't remember.
And they are just salt of the earth people. And, that's why we have this ticker down here on the bottom of the screen, is because, people like Scott and other people say that we're salt of the earth people. And through Bible study, we've realized that, that's a good thing. Like, to be salty I don't know how it got the stigma of being, you say you're salty, it usually means you're angry or upset or something. But that's not what it means in biblical terms. It means salt flavors the earth, or it has flavor. And it usually enhances like positively the food that you make. And so to have salt in yourselves means to positively impact the world. And that's what that means. No, Oologah Lake and Dam.
Oologah. That's Claremore's where we went. Remember, and we went to the lake out there and rode on the bike trails.
Oh, right. I knew we'd been to Claremore.
Yeah.
I just couldn't remember.
And that's where we picked up the quail. Remember, we picked up the quail, and then we went out there to the lake, and you locked the keys in the car. Or no, Emmy locked.
That was Emmy. That wasn't me. That time it wasn't me. I've locked the keys in the car many, many times, but that time it wasn't my fault.
So we're probably 2.5 to 2 hours and 45 minutes, something like that, from up there. If you take the turnpike. We
will be at the Okie Homesteading Expo in March as vendors. I've been practicing making soaps and salves, and Wiley's been practicing making little wooden things.
That was one time. I did not mean it. I didn't even know the doors were locked.
Blame the kids, Jim.
Yeah, I mean, I've got to blame somebody, and I don't ever do anything wrong.
Mom, you mean like that one time you almost locked us in Bricktown?
Yeah.
Locked us?
Yeah.
Huh?
Remember we couldn't get away because you locked the keys in the car in your Ford Fiesta.
Oh, yeah, my previous car. Yeah, there have been times I've locked my keys in my car.
Yeah, me and my
yes, in Pryor City.
Yeah, it is in Pryor. I know it's in that county.
Remember the time you almost left me?
I think it's at the Pryor Convention Center, maybe.
Remember the time you almost left me
With the eggs
with
too.
those people we were having Thanksgiving dinner with? I forgot their names.
We'll have to talk about that later, Emily.
So, was you done with the Creekside Chronicles?
I guess so. But they are awesome. They just got a really awesome package from Jesse and Lisa at Lazy Days Ahead.
Yeah.
And the way that Joni
Mays
pronounced
County. Ed Kirkpatrick,
County.
Mays County.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's right, Ed. Thanks. There's Buc-ee's in Texas, and I guess it's a convenience store. I don't think I've ever.
It's like like the Walmart of convenience stores. It's awesome.
And so the way that Joni pronounced it, she pronounced it Busey's, and then Tony kept correcting her, and she's like, I know. She's like, but I'm just gonna say it like this anyway. So that's funny. And the last channel that we want to talk about is A Little Southern Brothers. They are also salt of the earth people. They are so awesome. They have a daughter named Chloe. She's about 16. Landon is their oldest son, and he's married, so I'm guessing he's probably in his 20s. And then there is Connor and Isaac. And those boys, actually, all those kids work harder than most adults I know.
Yeah.
They are an awesome family. Awesome.
I can tell you, I don't know how many times I've said it. There's every now and then I've caught them whenever they're having their little singing or whatever.
They break
live.
out the guitars and sing on camera, and they're awesome.
It reminds me so much of whenever I was a kid, sitting on Grandpa's front porch, and the uncles and Grandpa and everybody sitting around and doing their doing their thing and singing and, just having a great time. And it reminds me so much of that. I absolutely love watching those guys. I mean, all the way around, they're just awesome people.
They don't have a homestead, but they do logging and they have a sawmill. And I don't know, they live in Tennessee, and I can't say enough good things about their family.
All right, Scott.
What's a long time ago? I'm lost.
Probably when I was a kid.
Oh.
That's what I'm guessing.
I should have made cheesecake for dessert.
Yeah, it would have
I
been
kind of
nice.
want some cheesecake.
Me too.
Ed, are you going to make it to the
I think he said he's
convention?
going. Oh, hey, Felicia. Felicia was there with Wiley's family when he was growing up.
Yeah. Part of it.
I gave that to you.
Genuine people.
I love you, Felicia.
We love you.
So what was I asking now? You interrupted. Oh, I was asking Ed if he was going to the convention.
Oh, yeah. I think he said before he's going, but I could be mistaken. Not in here. Okay. Yep, he got tickets to the hog cleaning on the first day.
Oh, wow. Well,
he's one of 10 people.
Yeah. We was wanting to do that really bad.
We just learned in our front yard.
Yeah. We just hung it from the tractor and figured it out.
When we found out the tickets were like, I think they were $100 each or something like that. We were like, I think we'll just like wing it and learn how to do it.
The first one, the 500-pounder, she didn't go all that well.
Hey, Donna.
Hey, we was just talking about you guys, Donna. Y'all missed it.
Yeah.
So anyway, the 500-pounder didn't go the greatest. We still got a lot of good meat out of her, but
we didn't waste a bunch.
No, not at all.
But
it wasn't the cuts that you would normally get.
And it was kind of hacked up.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't a lot of I was reading Cindy's comment. I'm reading The Tragedy of Compromise. Good book, Jen, but hard to find. I like audiobooks a lot.
Must have got lost in the mail, Donna. FedEx, they probably, there ain't no telling. Or wait a minute. Maybe it's USPS. You know how them people are.
Yeah, somebody probably ate it along the way. They threw the box and the mashed potatoes fell out. No, I don't even know what it was. Heads on the table.
What?
I don't know. Oh, 300 the first day, 100 the second day. I've cleaned over 50 hogs in my lifetime.
What the heck are you paying for then?
Yeah, don't you know how to do it already?
So anyway, we hung the 500-pounder up from the bucket of the tractor. We got a lot. I mean, we didn't waste any meat. We got it all, but it wasn't normal cuts or anything really. I mean, I tried to do pork chops. They come out
with
hunks of meat.
What did we use? We don't have a bandsaw. So
I used a Sawzall with a construction blade on it.
We sterilized it first.
Yeah. So anyway, the second one we done, she was only about 250 pounds, and we hung her up. And I actually watched a video and done it step by step, and it come out a lot better. It come out a lot cleaner, a lot cut up correctly. Actual pork chops. So I mean, he
was bringing me chunks in the house, and he's like, "I think this is a pork loin." So we have some things in the freezer that say pork loin with a question mark.
Thank you, Donna. So yeah, I don't know.
We're gonna mix the rustic wall with some new cedar over. It's so hard to point on camera. Right there. I just switch hands. There's gonna be cedar on the top half of the walls, and then the bottom half of the walls is gonna be like that. Dang it. This is harder than it looks, guys.
like that.
Yeah. It's like a wainscot. And then we're gonna do like newer shiny metal on the ceiling.
Really, Ed? I never even thought about that. I used the big metal blade. I just seem to
Use a metal cutting blade the next time.
I'll have
Isn't
to
that
try
what
that.
Is
No,
that not what we used?
the one that I have is just a destruction blade, they call it. So it's like for everything. It's, the metal cutting blade has a lot finer teeth. So
yeah.
it might, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, there might not be as many chunks of bone in it.
But you're absolutely right, Donna.
And it'll smell so good in here.
Whatever it is, it's just, throw it in the crock pot and it'll cook. That's all that matters.
I was talking about the cedar on the
yeah.
walls. Yeah, the cedar will smell good. But of course, anything cooking in the crock pot also smells good.
Yeah. I don't even remember what we was talking about when we got off on that subject now.
I don't either, but it's fine. Annette, it says that she wishes they had homesteading conferences and stuff like Homesteaders of America.
Oh, that's what we was talking about, was the homesteading conference.
Mm-hmm,
We can be there all 3 days. We're not going to join in on the butchering side of things, but we're going to be a vendor. So they told us we could be there throughout the whole 3 days. I'm not 100% sure if we're going to be able to do that or not yet, but we're going to try.
We've reserved our hotel room, but haven't been able to pay for it yet. So we'll see how many days we get to stay.
The biggest thing is really for us is whether we're going to be able to make the trip and be there for all 3 days, because we have so much stuff here on the homestead that's got to be taken care of. So we may only be there for like maybe a half a day. What is it, on Friday? And then we'll be there Saturday all day. Worst case scenario, I figure that's what'll happen, but hopefully we'll be able to get to be there all 3 days.
Boil meat and throw taters on it with cornbread.
Absolutely. That's I can't tell you how much meat I've eaten like that.
By the way, I don't know if Jesse and Lisa are still in here, but when we commented on making the cornbread the same way they do, that was Wiley commenting. He just didn't know he was signed into Altruist.
Yeah, I didn't know that. So yeah. Felicia, what's Reb talking about? You talking about the convention?
Oh, it's in March. 17th, 18th, 19th-ish. And it's at the Mays County Convention Center.
And it's a homesteading convention.
Yeah.
The first day is only had 10 tickets for sale.
Hog butchering class.
And it's a hog butchering class. The second day had, I think, 100 tickets for sale, or 50 or something. I don't remember.
I can't remember.
It was a low number.
And the third day is the actual conference for everybody.
So the third day is going to be on a Saturday, and that's going to be the actual everybody's welcome. I think they said it's only going to be like $5 a person to get in.
The tickets are pretty cheap. Our tickets were included in our price for renting the booth. Mike Henderson says, I eat like that all the time.
Donna says
yeah, we would love to hang out with y'all sometime, but we're several states away.
Yeah, that's maybe someday.
Yeah. We'll just have to have them on here one night so we can pretend like we're having dinner together.
Yeah.
That's the next best thing.
So Jesse, yeah, I was watching you make your chili and cornbread the other day, and right whenever you started talking about the cornbread and how you done your special cornbread, I fell in love, because that's exactly the way I make mine.
Felicia, I'll send you the Facebook page for it.
Oh, yes, yeah, we're going to have speakers there on Saturday. I forgot about that.
Right, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Donna, you have no idea how much I've talked to her about wishing we lived closer to you guys.
If we visited Tennessee, it'd have to be on that, or during that time of year where we could sit out on the back porch or something and listen to Landon and Tommy play.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys absolutely remind me of my family. I mean, whenever I'm watching you guys do the picking and grinning or whatever you want to call it, that's just that's just family to me.
We'll
And-
just have to like bring a tent or some hammocks or something and go visit.
I don't know. They built a pretty nice little deer cabin. I'll just stay in the deer cabin.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Dibs. No. If you can't go in a blender, I can't eat it. So send blending instructions.
Well, hey, Cindy, you don't even have to put the cornbread in the blender. Just you just take your cornbread and you mash it all up and you put it in a glass of milk. It's so good.
The other day, Lily was dipping breadsticks in milk, and Hunter was like, "Ew, you're gross. You're so weird." And Wiley was like, "Nuh-uh."
I grew up doing that.
Night, Felicia.
Night, Felicia.
I wonder if she's actually going to bed or if it's just Rebel going to bed.
Probably Rebel.
Yeah.
So Felicia is the one, her and her husband, Rebel, is, I've known them both for years, and they are,
the American flag compels you, demon.
probably an insult, Paul, but anyway, sorry. I've known Rebel and Felicia for years. And if you guys ever watched the time travel video we done for Ridgelife, the Go Ridgelife challenge, that was done at their house.
They have the cannon.
They're the ones. Rebel is a really big Confederate. I don't know how you would say it.
Interested in that? I don't know.
And he's got all that kind of stuff.
The cornbread came out like cake.
Oh, yeah.
I'll eat cornbread, but never in my life have I ever been like, oh man, I wish I had cornbread right now.
Oh, I guess enthusiast. That would be. He's a yeah. So he does reenactments, and he's got the whole get up, everything to do reenactments and stuff with. So
Cannons.
That's what
I thought the cannons were super cool. Reenactor.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
So are we done with the channels, or on who did we go over everybody?
Donna Lawson, MT Homestead, Ridgelife Lessons, A Little Southern Brothers, Lazy Days Ahead, and Creekside Maples. Yeah.
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah, we sure did.
Sure did.
Look at that. We can check all those things off of our agenda for the day.
Absolutely, Donna. Take your cornbread. Actually, I like it this way. Mom always cooked fried potatoes with it too. So I'd take my cornbread and crumble it all up, put my fried potatoes over the top of that, and then put my pinto beans over the top of that, and just mix it all together and eat it. Oh, put a little ketchup on it. Oh, God. She won't cook like that for me.
You don't complain about my cooking. Maybe that's because he wants to eat again.
Yeah, probably.
He taste tested the chicken nuggets that I made earlier. And he's like, oh man, those are so good. Probably the best I've ever had. And I was like, do you expect anything less from me? And he's like, I'm just waiting for the day.
I'm waiting for the day, guys. I can't wait till I can walk in the kitchen and say, what is this crap you just cooked? Because she's never failed me yet. It's been it's great. It's, yeah.
This coming from a guy who's eaten at most restaurants across the whole country.
I've eaten in every state in the United States, and eaten at some of probably the top, what everybody calls the top steakhouses and stuff across the country, and just, yeah, you can't beat her cooking at all.
I think he's a little biased. Anywho.
Yeah. So, guys,
What
I
else
guess
do we have?
we've pretty much covered it.
Yep.
We got our dinner eat.
Talked about the meeting.
We got our folks talked about.
Yep. Told them what happened at the meeting.
Yeah. Let them know
So,
what's going on.
We're going to have to figure out how to set up the camera at our new location.
We're going to have to talk to them about that.
Yeah.
I don't know. That may be something. I don't know how that's going to
Hopefully
work out.
that's not a deal breaker for them for us to record while we feed on Wednesdays. Oh, I know.
Absolutely.
I didn't make the cheesecake, but it wouldn't take too long to whip up. It's not one of the ones out of a box either.
God bless, Ed. See you later.
See you, Ed. See you, Thrifty VG. I make my cheesecake out of cream cheese. It's a no-bake cheesecake, so it has cream cheese, sugar, vanilla, and Cool Whip. And you take the cream cheese, and it's got to be kind of soft. And you mix a cup of sugar in it and get it all nice and blended up. And then you do like a capful or two of vanilla. And then mix it with a 16-ounce tub of Cool Whip. And then just put it in what's that crust called? A graham cracker crust. Yeah. Oh, and it's so good. There we go. I'm giving away my secrets.
Yeah, what are you doing? We might have been able to sell that.
I know.
And now you're giving it all away.
Now it's on the internet forever.
All right, guys.
Yep. I guess that's it.
I think that's it. And I know there's a lot of other lives going on anyway, so we probably ought to get off here and go. Who was it?
Simply Jan was going live with Bland's Promised Land Ranch.
Yep.
Blacks is usually live around right now.
Good night, Mike.
See you, Mike. I know. I want some sweets too.
Oh my Lord, Donna.
You're not supposed to be on the bench.
Oh, peach cobbler.
Man, I've been wanting one so bad. I don't know if you was on here a while back when we was talking about it or not.
Bye, Paul. Thanks for coming.
But I can't.
Sam
I am is always
rubbing
it in whenever he's sitting there eating stuff like that.
Apple pie or peach cobbler or whatever, and thanks for coming, Cindy.
My mouth has been watering for some good peach cobbler or something.
Bye, Jesse and Lisa. Wish there was more we could do for you guys.
I was determined at the grocery store here a while back that I was just going to buy one. And I should have just shoved it in the cart and not even said anything to her about it, because whenever I said something, she wanted to look at the ingredients. And when she looked at the ingredients, she would not let me buy it. And she said she was going to make me one, and I still haven't got one. And I'm dying for one.
I'm going to have to make him a peach cobbler.
So I'm almost.
I like putting a little bit of lemon juice in it to give it a little bit of like a pop. I don't know what to call it.
Yeah.
But it's so good.
Yeah, it's your lives that he's always rubbing it in. I mean,
them, and I think he's on Rustic Woodworking Family too.
Is it Rustic?
Rubbing it in.
Yeah, every time I see him, he's rubbing it in.
Night, Tim.
Yep, night, Tim. Thanks for coming.
Good night, Mike.
Jesse, if you're still here, good night. Thank you guys for coming by.
1 cup flour, 1 cup sugar, 1 cup milk, and then add the peaches.
Yep.
Huh. That's such a simple recipe.
It is, yeah. And you won't make it for me. You worked harder tonight cooking dinner than you would have making me a peach cobbler.
Well, you know what? Maybe you're just going to give a peach cobbler for dinner. Nothing else.
That'd be fine with me. All right, guys. We'll see y'all next time. God bless, guys, and have a great one.
Yep. See y'all later. Y'all say bye. Lily, say bye.
Bye.
Love you guys.
Goodbye.
Oh, Hunter's in the house hammock.
He's swinging it. Like I